Hello, friends. Welcome to the fourth episode of Afzar Ka Safar. Today, we have a very special guest with us. She is from Indian Railway Traffic Service. In short, it is IRTS. In an organization which we believe was predominantly male dominated, a woman working for 14 long years. How has been this journey for her? Let us know from her and understand a little more about this organization that we know very little about. Hello, Aarti. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello Vijayashri, thank you so much for inviting me in your channel. It is really a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you. Aarti, before we begin, please tell us a little about yourself.
Vijayashri, I'm an officer with Indian Railway Traffic Service, and I have just completed 14 years of service. So it has been a very good experience. I'm thoroughly enjoying whatever I'm doing. And on family front, I have one son. He is 6 years old. So family life is also that much engaging as much as railway working. And academically, I have done PhD in history, and my topic was women role of women in Indian freedom struggle. It was history subject.
Right.
And after that, I prepared for civil service and I cleared it in 2006.
Okay. Aarti, you have done a PhD and after that you are working in a government service. This is such a great achievement that you have already done academically and now you are doing great job at railways as well. So kudos from our side and congratulations for that. So before I begin, Aarti, I would like to know what IRTS truly means.
Pardon me, I couldn't understand
What IRTS, Railway Traffic Service, truly means.
Okay. So Vijayashri, IRTS is a service which is not always in the front like IAS and IPS. What we do is mostly back-end service. Uh, in our forefront, our staff is there. People know about station masters and ticket checking staff, but they don't realize that what a huge system is running this organization. So in IRTS, we are the ones who are responsible for train running and punctuality of the trains.
Right.
And other than that, yes, ticketing services and whatever amenities are available at the stations. So these are also these are also like we are the ones who are responsible for their maintenance and upkeep. And what else? It is basically the whatever service passenger is getting. IRTS are the one who are running those services.
So,
It is quite a
can
challenging
we
job also.
rightly assume that this is a managerial service because railway being an organization of a sort which has got various branches. So, can we call this a managerial branch of railway?
Yes, yes, yes. You have used a very appropriate word.
Right.
We are the ones who coordinate with multiple departments for train running. Like for locals, we deal with different department. For running staff, we have to contact someone else. And this maintenance part, maintenance of rakes, this is done by some other person. Then tracks in which trains are running are done by engineering service. So IRTS mainly coordinates with other departments, and then we give the product, that is the service, to our customers.
Okay, okay. Aarti, I had this question in mind that whenever we think of railways, the thing that comes to my mind is it is a very male dominated or was probably a male dominated service. So you have been working in this service for almost 14 years now. Uh, do you see a positive change or has there been truly a change in railways since you have joined?
Honestly, Vijayashri, this is the topic for which I have done some work. Means I have published a study paper last year, and the topic was women's participation in rail transport in India. Because what I had realized that staff is there, lady staff is there, female officers are there, but this organization is mostly male oriented. They think about their male officers, they think about their male staff, and where very rarely is something is done for the female staff. So this what study I had done, I had published it in a journal, and there is no change at all. The thing is ki more ladies are coming, more female are joining railway services, but they are taking it as a stopgap arrangement till the time they find a better job.
Okay.
That time for that, because we are publishing vacancies, so we are getting staff in very large numbers.
Right.
But what happens ki whenever they get a comfortable job or whenever they get a better opportunity, they shift to that. The reason being ki at the field level, it is very difficult. Means a job of a station master is very hard. The lady has to be there for 8 hours continuously. They have to monitor the train running. So, and then they need, proper restroom, washrooms.
Right.
But in remote locations, these things are not available.
Right.
So mostly they try to shift to the desk job or office job. So this is like a very, current, what should I say, very topic of discussion or topic of debate ki how much administration should pay attention to them.
Right.
But rarely anybody speaks about it, and rarely anybody pay attention about it. We female officers are very scattered in one organization, so we also hardly get time to work on these issues. But let's see, let's hope, maybe in future something will happen for lady staff also.
Again, to extend the same question, how many women officers joined as IRTS with you?
Every year there are 4 to 5 officers in every batch. In total, I'll tell you, there are, if we see railway services, or in all railway services altogether, we have around, how much, 11,000, it comes around 11% of total officers strength. It comes around 11% in officer level and some 7% in staff level.
Okay.
So they are not much. As I'm saying, they take it as a stopgap arrangement, and they try to go out of the service as soon as possible.
Right. So can we effectively say that because the job demands a lot of time and energy, and at times the security might not be provided, as you said, rightly said, in the remote locations. Because of that, the women are not coming forward to work in railways?
Security is not that much issue, but the thing is that the infrastructure, whatever is, it should have been there up to that standard, it is not there.
Okay.
So yes, this for family point of view also, ladies feel that they should be available for their family and they should work fixed hour. One example I want to give you, that when we tried to send our lady ticket checking staff in long distance trains, what happens that we have in Mumbai division around 100 female ticket checking staff, but for ages they have been deputed only at the stations only.
Okay.
So I tried to send them to long distance trains because it's a different work experience for them. It is a step for their career growth.
Right.
But there was so much resistance from those staff itself, because they wanted to be at the station in the Mumbai, so that for limited hour they will work and they'll go to home.
Right.
So they had complaints like, how will we, how will we take care of our families? How can we do that? So such things, even the female staff is like now we are not we will not be able to take up more challenges
Right.
because they don't have faith in that infrastructure. They will be provided facilities. These kinds of things are there.
Right.
Means administration really need to think on those lines ki how women can feel comfortable at every area and every workspace.
Right.
So
Right.
that is need to be done.
Aarti, you have also started complete women's ticketing.
Yes.
This thing
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
long
After
has it?
any
How long
your
has?
voice. I started in first. I started in 2017 with only two ladies staff going in a intercity train.
Right.
Next year in 2018, we started with all six staff ladies. So March 2018, it went on. I think it is still going on in the division, though I'm not in that post now, but it is still going on. And we also started one full station with female staff.
Oh,
It
great.
was Matunga Road Station, yes. So it is also running very successfully.
Okay.
All we try to provide them better security and facilities at the station so that they don't face any problem. So right now they are doing it successfully.
Okay. Okay. Aarti, in IRTS, in your service, if I'm not wrong, there are two divisions. One is commercial and one is operations, from what I've understood. Can you elaborate a little more as to what commercial means and what operation means?
Operation is actually about train running. Whatever coaching trains, means passenger trains are there, operating department does the timetabling for that. So for operating, passenger trains part is not very difficult because once in a year we make timetable, it is approved by board and trains run as per schedule. Main thing comes when we have to run freight trains in between coaching trains, passenger trains. So because there is no timetable for them and there is no path also, not that much path available. So main task of operating is to run freight train between those timetabled coaching trains. And then if there is some interruption and kind of unusual, then trains are detained. So we have to do the firefighting, how to remove that interruption as soon as possible. If there is some disturbance or some unusual like accident had happened. So first thing is that how to clear that and how to maintain the punctuality of the train. So that is why this, like you said, we in operating we coordinate a lot with other department. Like right from the morning till night, it is that one task. You have to keep calling the other departments for signal failure or for track failures. And for running freight train, it's like a complete different story. I don't think anybody knows about it because we have to plan so much for each day. For each day, you have to plan according to your division. Like when I was working in Bilaspur, we used to run. We used to do loading for 100 trains per day. So for those 100 trains, early morning, we have to take position from where it is coming, from where it will go. So everything we used to plan in a day. So it was very challenging. Full day means it's just counting. कि okay 50 ये हुआ तो अभी another 50 कहाँ है, next 10 ये है. So right till the means odd hours, we used to just counting those numbers all the time in my mind. They used to be all the time. So it was very challenging, very tiring also because in the midnight sometimes some failure, so you have to rush to control.
Right.
To plan everything, but it was fun. Means it keeps you in at the edge. You have to be so quick to respond.
Right.
So it was wonderful experience. So operating is this, and then commercial is whatever this passenger amenities, ticketing, ticket checking, booking offices. So commercial is basically passenger amenities and whatever earning we can increase. So it is marketing also, business development also, whatever new freight traffic we can bring to our division for Indian Railways. So that is commercial part.
So, keeping the railway stations clean, which has been a major task these days, and I must say, Railways has done a very good job. The trains, till the time they were running, recent past may they have not been running, but they have been really, really clean. The stations have been clean, which goes to commercial.
Yes, yes, it is commercial part.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because station masters are in charge, so it is like both operating and commercial both are responsible.
Okay.
But mainly commercial. The commercial department allot the contracts for cleanliness. So
Okay.
it is commercial.
Okay. So whenever our trains are late, we are supposed to blame somebody else, and whenever our stations are not clean, we're supposed to blame somebody else. Okay.
Yes.
Because whenever we visit a station, there are only two things that come to our mind. One, whether the station is clean. Second, gaadi kab aayegi. So,
Got it. Yes. The first thing is everybody wants to reach on time. This
right.
is like first priority.
Right.
And means we also used to analyze the kind of complaints we get. First was keep your train is running late. Your train is running late. So that was the line. Many people come only for the punctuality. They think okay, your train is late and your station is not clean. So this thing is there. We have to maintain good.
okay. Tell me, you have done some beautification also of railway stations. What was that project?
Vijayji, it was like whatever you see. I think these days it is very common to see, beautiful murals at the walls in any city or in any station. But it actually started in Mumbai. In 2016 October, we did this. And initially, there were two NGOs who wanted to do for few stations. Then we, as railway administration, we said, we want to do it on all stations, on all suburban stations. Then they did it for this 21 station in Bombay division, and it was done by some 15,000 volunteers. Means railway just facilitated them. We offered them our station, and NGOs coordinated with all those volunteers. And the main thing is it was done in a 1 week's time. So 21 station, 15,000 volunteers, and 1 week time. So it was like a starting of a movement. You start with a bang, then it was started in the other parts and other stations also. Or the main thing is that we planned so nicely, like we interacted with them, we told them what they have to follow when they are in the station. So they used to do it in the night time, because morning, daytime, so there are office hours, so stations are crowded. All the volunteers used to come in the night. So I also visited many times, many stations. But it was like beautiful public-private partnership example. It was how these volunteers can do such a wonderful thing.
Right.
It was a good experience.
I just wanted to mention this because whenever I have seen stations which have been painted by people, I see a tendency, generally the tendency of spitting and throwing around things is quite less because of the paintings that have been done.
Yes,
maybe people tend to respect the art, or maybe they like it too much to do that. So that again has acted as a deterrent. So that is again a very great thing that you guys have done.
That was the idea, Vijayashree. Like we have given that program the name Hamara Station, Hamari Shaan.
Right.
So it means public is owning their station. Whenever they are traveling, they have to own that. So that is why it was like next step for cleanliness. हमने clean कर दिया, अब उसमें सुंदर photo बना दी, तो उस पे कोई कुछ touch नहीं करना चाहेगा. So that was the main idea कि लोग गंदा करना बंद करें, कम करें.
It was a great innovation, I must say. I have seen people not doing what they would otherwise have done on those walls. So yes, Aarti, tell me, how are you able to balance your family life with this kind of work schedule that you have?
Yeah, it is hectic, but my husband is very cooperative, and he's very adjusting. Whenever I have to go out, he will be here. He makes sure that he's here. So that is how we are, we are able to like manage our family life with a small kid.
Right.
He's also very good kid. That's that's another advantage I have.
Oh,
He's very understanding kid. Whenever I say I have to go for some work, he understands and
right.
he doesn't make any fuss. So I have been lucky in family front.
Okay.
Um,
Aarti, tell us, before we are almost at the end of this conversation, tell us from your preparatory days, do you remember some very, एक ऐसी याद which you will not forget?
Yeah, I think there are many things, many times, because I prepared for civil service, mostly initially when I was at my home. After clearing pre, I went to Delhi.
Right.
So I had many times people used to say ki you have just started, you are not going to clear it. Means it was like first impression ki she has just started preparing. How is she going to clear?
Okay.
Because there were groups who were preparing for 4 5 years and they were staying in Delhi. So nobody believed in me. But I have this thing ki if somebody says ki you can't do this, then I have to show them ki no, I can do this.
Right.
So that is how it happened. Is I think in 2005 when I was preparing for interview, that time one of my teacher who was helping me to prepare. So
Mhm.
one of the mock interview went very bad, and he told me, "Ki, what is this? Like you are doing this? Matlab, your interview was not good. You have become overconfident, and I don't think you can clear this time." So I felt bad, very, very bad that day. But then I thought means it, he said it doesn't mean that I'm not going to be here.
Right.
So after that, I did not attend any mock interview for
Okay.
1 month. I prepared for myself. I just, keep on studying. I keep on studying general studies and my subjects.
Right.
And but later I cleared. So there are many
That's not
instances.
compensated during.
Yes, yes. The
Right.
main thing is that you have to believe in yourself.
Hmm.
Whatever people are saying doesn't matter. Whatever your teacher or anyone is saying, you have to believe in yourself.
Okay. Aarti, generally, people give this examination keeping in mind the IAS and IPS or these services. Did you
Yes.
not give another attempt at this exam?
Yes, I gave my last attempt also. I gave, but my preparation was not that good, so I could not clear prelims exam.
Okay.
But Vijayashree means from the day when I have this feeling ki uh, I have come to the service to give a positive contribution to the society.
Right.
And whether it is IS or IRTS, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
It matters what you are doing
Hmm.
wherever you are posted. Like we have example of E. Sridharan. He
Hmm.
was from engineering services, but the way he had worked and he had created such big projects.
Hmm.
So he was and he is my my idol till date. So that is why when I entered into IRTS and when I joined,
Hmm.
I never felt bad that I did not get IS or IPS because I feel I have come here for some purpose and I think I have done good in my service and I hope that I'll be able to make a difference in the present system and present organization.
Right. Definitely. I'm sure with the kind of achievement that you have had till date in these 14 years, we would love to see what all you would do in future, and we would love to see how positively railways would change in future. So before you go, Aarti, please answer one more question of mine. do you know, is there any train driver who is a woman?
Yes, yes, we have in Mumbai. I think we have three train drivers.
Okay.
One I have mentioned in my study. I'm just forgetting her name because I'm very bad at remembering name. She's perhaps Richa Yadav was, but there are three lady officers. If you search in Google, you will get their name also.
Okay.
They are doing very good. Yes, they are like role models for many women.
Right.
Mm.
Right. So they are driving the trains in Mumbai itself, or are they like the long
One,
distance trains are also
uh,
driven by them?
two are driving in Mumbai itself. One is driving up to Pune, I think.
Okay.
One is driving up to Pune because she is negotiating this Ghat section also
Right.
between Mumbai and Pune. So I have read her interview.
Okay. Great. That brings us to the end of this interview. Before you go, would you like to give a suggestion to the people who are listening to this, especially UPSC aspirants who are listening to this conversation?
Uh, like I said, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. It's
Right.
up to you how you clear exam. I studied in a very small place, Katni. Many people doesn't know about it, and then I prepared at home at Katni. Then I cleared the prelims only because I have this belief, I have this confidence that I can others may not think that you can do, but you have to be, you have to have that confidence that you can clear. And every job is good as much as you make it good.
Right.
Because people keep on cribbing, I did not get this, I did not get that. But the thing is, you have to give your positive to the service, to the job.
Right. Right. Thank you so much,
I think मैंने
Arpita.
बहुत प्यार दे
Pleasure talking to you today, and we enjoyed a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you.